Hey everybody, it's Rich and Jimmy here with this week's fishing report. So, a couple of nice days been going on lately. There's nice warm temperatures. It's gotten some guys out on the water. We've got some good reports that have been coming in. Yellow perch have been doing okay. Been picking up a little bit. Striped bass still doing okay. You know, warm water discharges are kind of the place to go for that. Mostly deeper water, and then some pickerel stuff. So, let's talk about pickerel. Let's start with pickerel. I know you're a big pickerel guy. What are you using?
This time of year, since the water's so cold, I'm pretty much stopped throwing paddle tails and stuff like that. I'm almost only going to be throwing jerk baits. This right here is kind of my top three. You got the Shimano World Minnow, the Rapala Ripstop 9, and the Re-Range 110. I've caught fish on all three of these. They're really, really nice baits, but if you're going after the pickerel, slow your presentations down. They're going to be very sluggish. Stuff like jerk baits are something you can fish in one area, maybe like a minnow under a bobber. These fish are going to be cold, their fish are going to be tired, they don't really want to move a lot. So start thinking about stuff like jerk baits and minnows under bobbers.
Well, I think you bring up a really good point too. It might be 60 degrees out to us, and it's nice and comfortable, and it gets us kind of fired up when we start casting. We're retrieving, retrieve. The water's still cold. The fish are still kind of in their winter pattern, so you want to keep those retrieves slow. You want a lot of pausing, a lot of stopping. Still treat it like it's wintertime fishing, even though it's nice out right now. So yeah, just kind of keep that in mind.
Same areas you can kind of fish for the yellow perch. They're starting to show up in a lot of our rivers around here. Just feather jigs under a bobber. You could do minnow under a bobber, tandems. Everything's kind of working. I know guys are starting to catch them over at Beechwood. Nothing really in the Severn yet, and I know over on the Eastern Shore they're starting to get them. So they are starting to show up. So check all your perch spots, and they should be here pretty much any day now.
Yeah.
Keeping with kind of the smaller fish, I know Alex is out. He's been doing some largemouth fishing over on the Eastern Shore. He had a lot of good luck with this baby goat right here from Z-Man. Basically just a small finesse kind of Ned rig bait, just something really tiny. It's got little appendages for a little bit of action, but it's a much more subtle bait. And same thing, you're fishing this very, very slow on a really light jig head, so you get a nice slow fall. Kind of trigger those fish more. It's just slow everything down, downsize, lighter jig heads, smaller baits, and just fish slower. I know there's a little bit going on with the rockfish, if we want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that time of the year we're fishing the warm water discharges. The fish are usually in deeper water, so you want to make sure you've got your heavier baits on. Much heavier jig heads, 1.5 to 2 ounces, give or take. Skirt or not, that's up to you. And then we're typically going to these larger presentations style baits, the 10-inch BKDs, the 10-inch Butston baits, those larger profiles. Coach jig heads work great for that. They're already rigged from him. But obviously we sell all the different components as well. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what's going on for right now. Not a whole lot else firing off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get out there, stay safe on the water. Don't forget about our sales event coming up soon. So check the website for all that information. So good luck out there, guys. Have fun.